YouTube? Welcome to Musty Yeti's Tactical HQ. Well, today's going to kick off a series where we try to build a 3-pound AR-15. Now this rifle is being built for a guy named Tim from Trifecta Tactical. You guys might know of him. He's the weapons light guy that makes the sick light, the MERK, the Merc. If you guys don't know him, he's a regular panel member of Opcom, our Google chat. Go check out those videos on my channel, and you can see the legend that is known as Tim. Tim, myself, and all the guys at Opcom have helped in providing input for this build, which has ranged from polymer, carbon fiber receivers, rails, barrels, grips, and buttstocks, pretty much anything out there for AR-15s. Here's where you guys can help Tim out. If you guys know of any super lightweight parts, please leave them in the comment box below. Reaching this 3-pound number is not going to be easy, and we could really use your help. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this package and see what the first part for this build is going to be. I don't think I need a pocket knife or anything, so let's just go and rip this sucker open. Maybe not. I don't want to bump the tripod, which I always tend to do, so let's just... That's not doing any good either. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now let's see what Tim sent me. Alright. There is an invoice in here, which we don't want to show. Any personal information. Proud to support friends, mission, first tactical. Alright, and some stuff. Alright, we get a sticker, which is always cool. It's nice to see you getting some free stuff there. Alright guys, so what you're looking at here is the BattleLink Minimalist stock from MFT, or Mission First Tactical. This is supposed to be the lightest stock on the market, which we're going to find out here later on when we compare its weight to the standard factory stock, the Magpul MOE, the Magpul CTR stock. Hopefully the difference is going to be light enough to where it's worth you guys buying if you're looking to keep things light like we are. So I'm just going to list some of the features off the website. This is manufactured using specifically developed reinforced super tough polymer from DuPont's Military Plastic Division. It was designed after talking to several operators so they could make a lightweight stock while still keeping it functional. You have the angled, non-slip rubber butt pad, which allows for faster presentation even with body armor. Down here, a quick detached sling mounting point is positioned for optimum usage, including ambidextrous shooters. The upper section here provides enhanced cheek weld, and one nice thing you guys always like to hear is it's made in the USA. So let's get this thing out of the packaging here, which seems to be, let's just look at this thing real quick. It's got some information here, sidearm replacement, quick detach, pretty much the stuff I just read. Available in commercial assembly, available in mil-spec. So we're going to talk about that here in a second. But that's the back. It says the weight is 5.8 ounces, height is 5.223 inches, width 1.752 inches, length 7.084 inches. So let me just take this off camera and bust this open so I don't bump anything, and then we'll continue on with the review. Alright guys, so right out of the packaging, I can tell you this thing does feel quite a bit lighter than the other buttstocks that I have. Let's see if we can get everything in frame here. I don't know if it's going to be possible. So first we're going to compare it to the standard factory buttstock. Then we're going to do the Magpul MOE stock. And then last we're going to compare it to the Magpul CTR stock. So those are what we're going to compare it to. Let's just go ahead and throw these suckers on the scale and see if what they advertise is the correct weight, or maybe my scale is going to be broken. We're going to find out. But let's see what the weight is on the first, the minimalist stock. Let's see what that weighs. So we're going to get our trusty scale in here, and hopefully the batteries go to pounds and ounces. I'm going to throw this on here, and it looks like, let's see if it's exactly what they said on here. Alright, they have 5.8 ounces. I have 5 7/8 ounces. So let's get that off there. Make sure there's no other... Okay. So I probably should keep track of that. I already forgot. 5 7/8, is that what it said? Nope. Okay, 5 7/8. We'll just keep that here. Alright, now for the factory stock. Looks like it's 7 1/4 ounces. So a little bit heavier on that guy. For the Magpul MOE buttstock, looks like we're in at 8 1/4 ounces. And finally, for the Magpul CTR buttstock, we're in at an even 9 ounces. So as you guys can see, there's not a whole lot of difference between. Let's just go ahead and get this stuff out of the way here. There's not a whole lot of difference between the minimalist stock and your standard factory AR stock. but there is a huge difference between the Magpul CTR stock and the Minimalist stock. So if you're one of those guys that counts ounces, ounces add up to pounds, pounds equal pain, you might definitely want to avoid this guy and go with the Minimalist stock. So let's just go ahead and get this here. Do I have my AR-15 out where we can compare colors? Let's see. Yeah, let me go get my AR-15 so we can get this sucker installed and see what it looks like on a rifle. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got the Minimalist stock installed. And I'm going to tell you one thing. For this being a commercial buttstock, this thing was super difficult to get installed. I'm not even going to dare move this thing on camera because it's impossible. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Normally I'm used to the commercial buttstocks being a little bit looser with the tolerances where they actually wiggle a little bit. This thing is actually tighter on the commercial buttstock than the Magpul CTR buttstock is on my mil-spec buffer tube. So I'm not sure if they designed it that way, but maybe you could just put some lube in there to help it move better. But that sucker is on there and it's not going to come off. I practiced putting it to shoulder just to see how it felt. It felt really good. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to tell you the felt recoil with this rubber butt pad back here, but it felt good in my shoulder. Let's just go ahead and go over this thing a little bit. So like you guys saw earlier, when it comes to actuating the buttstock, it's a very natural movement. You just go to grab either here, or if you reach underneath, your finger just naturally goes in this little spot here, actuates the pin, and lets you adjust your stock as you see fit. Like I mentioned earlier, it has a decent sized section here for a cheek weld, but if you guys find this to be too small, the notches here, they do sell an aftermarket part that pops on there for a larger cheek section. As you guys can see, it has multiple sling attachment points if you want to do something like that. But along with that, like I mentioned earlier as well, down here at the bottom, you have a QD sling attachment point, which is going to be really nice for Tim because he can forego any sort of, ASAP sling attachment point or like a Noveski QDM plate. You can save 1 ounces that way, and plus with this, it should be pretty easy to transition between left shoulder and right shoulder. Obviously, we have a rubber pad back here. Now, it's not going to be anything crazy. I'm not even sure how much it's going to help on the recoil. It probably won't do too much, but it can't hurt. So that's pretty much the stock in a nutshell. On a quick side note, this was supposed to be a mil-spec buttstock, but Tim ran into some complications when ordering this. This is my one negative thing to say about Mission First Tactical thus far. So if you go to their website and you click on Products in the upper tab, and you scroll down the next page and click on Rifle Stocks, then you scroll down some more, you'll see the option for the Minimalist stock for sale. Now it doesn't say mil-spec or commercial in the product title, so Tim figured it was mil-spec because they talk about this being designed for operators. If you click on the battling stocks on the left column of their website, then you see both the mil-spec and the commercial. The Mission First Tactical website just needs to work on their consistency between pages and making sure it's easy to locate what you're looking for. Like I said before, it didn't mention mil-spec or commercial in the title. It's lower in the description, so if you're really not careful, you might make the same mistake we did. So I just wanted to warn everybody out there so they don't make the same mistake Tim did. But when it comes down to it, this is going to be a good test of how Mission First Tactical's customer service really is. So we're going to contact them, we're going to see what they have to say, and hopefully they have a pretty good return policy. But before I go, I guess I should mention the color here. Now, it might be a little washed out because of the lights, but I'm going to tell you one thing, the color just doesn't even come close to matching the Magpul Flat Dark Earth. The Magpul, if it's coming across on camera, the Magpul Flat Dark Earth definitely comes across as a dark tan, and the Minimalist stock is definitely a light sand color, almost the color of skin. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you're looking to match, that's definitely not going to do it for you. So guys, that's about it. As you can see, it's a nice small stock. It has quite a few cool features on it. It's really lightweight when compared to the Magpul CTR stock. So like I said, if you're counting ounces, this is the best option for you. So that's about it for part 1 of this 3-pound rifle build. Like I said before, guys, if you could help us out, please leave a comment in the comment box below of any lightweight, low-profile parts out there to help make this build as light as possible. I know Tim's got the lower parts kit and buffer tube already picked out. From here, it's going to be upper barrels, rails. I think that's about it. Maybe an optic, but I don't think he's going to get anything crazy with any sort of rail covers or anything, because that's just going to be added weight. So he's going to avoid that. So Once again, guys, the Minimalist stock from Mission First Tactical seems to be pretty cool so far. We'll see how it handles in testing here in the future. So, that's about it, guys. As usual, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.